What's up, guys? We're here going over the new structure deck, Albaz Strike, going over some of the best cards and kind of answer the question, is this worth actually buying for you? So first off, it's actually coming out really soon, in just about 2 weeks. There's a lot of really great cards in here, and it's actually going to be $11 as MSRP. This is 10% higher than what we are normally used to, as 99 is kind of like the standard Yu-Gi-Oh! Structure deck starter deck price. But nonetheless, let's go and check out what's in here. So a lot of the stuff is actually branded related, but there are a lot of great cards. So here is the full spoiler list, but I'm just going to be going over the best cards in here, kind of the money cards, as well as like things that people are kind of looking out for if they're maybe not interested in just building like a branded fusion deck. So first off, one of the most exciting cards for a lot of people is actually Albaz the Branded Dragon, because just with this one card alone, for some of the people that are interested in building it, I mean, at the market price at about $9 to $13, I mean, that pays for itself right there with just that one card. Now, moving on to extra really good cards, Extravagance is also in here, and Extravagance, even if you are getting like the lowest rarity variant on it, it's like $10. So again, another one card worth the entire structure deck thing. So if you need Extravagance, probably would be a good thing to pick that up. Now, Ghost Ogre isn't like a super expensive card. It's about $5-ish depending on the rarity that you get, but another fantastic card for anyone that's not interested in playing Albions. Hey, another Ghost Ogre is definitely a nice welcome, as well as Called by the Grave. Now, this card's only like $2, but for anyone that's like a returning Yu-Gi-Oh player, picking up 3 copies of this, I think could be a good investment, just because all of these cards are going to be usable. Like, you can play multiple Ghost Ogres in the side deck, or even the main deck, depending on maybe the deck that you're playing, because you need, like, let's say a Psychic or whatever. Still a very decent card. Called by the Grave, this is a very decent card as well. And then on top of it, there's also Dark Ruler No More, which is already like a $5 card. Again, this new structure deck is looking really good already. Again, even if you don't want to build the Albion Fusion variant decks, Effect Failure, it's a couple dollars. It's gotten reprinted so many dang times, but it's still a nice welcome indeed for any, again, returning Yu-Gi-Oh player that's not interested in just building that deck. Artifact Scythe is actually a pretty good card. It's like $2-3. It's more of a side deck card for certain archetypes, but for people that can do like a one-turn combo, this could just win a game on its own when you are, doing the whole combo with like Wonder Magician. You pop it on your turn and it comes out and your opponent is locked out. It's a very good card, but it could be conditional, but I figured it's at least worth shouting out because it is a decent card. This card is more so not necessarily good for every single deck, but it's a card that is getting reprint. It's about like $7 to $14. It's a pretty large change over here, but Starlight Safer, another expensive Yu-Gi-Oh card that would make this actually worth purchasing almost on its own. Another thing that is kind of nice, surprisingly, the Thunder King, the Lightning Strike Kaiju over here, pretty expensive. Surprisingly, it's like $3-4 just for the card. It only comes in a rare, so nice additional little reprint, because some people do need that specific kaiju for whatever reason. Another great decent Yu-Gi-Oh card is actually There Can Only Be One. Now, it's only like $1.50-ish, but it's still like a decent card depending on what deck that you're building. Another thing to go ahead and mention. Also, Dimensional Barrier. Now, when this card first came out, it was actually pretty pricey, but now it's not really seeing that much play. I think in the side deck, it could see some play, but it's only like $1. It was a card that I think a lot of decks can make great use out of, again, for returning Yu-Gi-Oh players to side deck. Like, sometimes, you just don't have like a full 15 cards, and this is like an okay card, depending on the matchup. Just going over its effect really quick, it just lets you declare one type, Ritual, Fusion, Synchro, Xyz, or Pendulum, and then for the rest of the turn, neither player can summon the declared type. A decent little effect over there. Now, the cards that a lot of people are also excited about that really make Branded a lot better, it's really just Branded Fusion that makes like the insane plays. We've actually showed off gameplay if you guys are interested in maybe building a Branded deck. I'll also have that in the pinned comment, but one of the best cards in this entire thing is actually Branded Fusion. So let's see, this lets you actually fusion summon a monster that mentions Fallen of Albaz as material from your extra deck by using monsters from your hand, but it's always from the deck or field. But like this effect, just being able to basically Shadal Fusion from the deck, it's just so dang powerful. It's what makes this entire thing worth getting. There's also another newer card, the Mirror Jade, the Ice Blade Dragon, which has the effect where you can dump a fusion that mentions the Fallen of Albaz, and then you can banish a monster on the field. This is a nice little quick effect, decent little card, again, to make them much better. Now, if you guys do want to see gameplay of this in action, I've dropped gameplay. What's really insane with this Branded Fusion is you are able to use the Hex Seal Fusion. Definitely check out the gameplay down below in case any of you guys are actually interested in building this deck. It's actually a pretty decent little starter deck to get you guys started, or structure deck to get you guys started. Again, there are more cards in here. I'm just going over the cards that are important, like who playing Gold Shark in 2022? You don't get those 2 turns, but there are other cards like Sound Monk that are kind of cool, but just I wanted to go over the cards that I think most of you guys wanted to actually know about. But anyways, that's going to go ahead and wrap up the video. If you guys enjoyed it, drop a like on it. Let me know, guys, if you guys think it's worth it. But I would say for any returning Yu-Gi-Oh player or a player that maybe hasn't played in a while, there's a lot of really good staples. And again, it adds up to well over $10, so, or $11 now with the new price. But if you enjoyed it, drop a like on it. If you do, hit subscribe, turn the bell if you want to see more new Yu-Gi-Oh news and products in the future. I'll catch you guys next one. I'm out. Peace.